Hello and welcome to Community Conversations. I'm your host, KK Konashiro. As one of the most diverse schools districts in the country, Fremont Unified offers many resources to assist the students of all ethnicities. One of those resources is a Native American Studies program serving students from kindergarten through 12th grade. By offering tutoring services, preserving Native American history, and promoting its culture, the program strives to help its students succeed in and out of the classroom. Native American Studies also hosts a very special annual event this spring, which we'll be talking about soon. But joining us today is Christine Schwartz, is the treasurer, and Carmen Saldivar. Am I saying it right? Saldivar. And thank you so much for coming. And of course, our favorite co-host, Dr. Jim Morris.
Thank you.
So, for anyone out there who's never heard of this program, because we've had it for several years, can you give us a little history of when it started, how it started, and its purpose?
Sure. I will. I'm Christine Schwartz. Actually, I'm not the treasurer. I'm the community liaison for the program.
Okay. Sorry.
The program's been around since the late 1970s, and it's an Indian education program. So we're funded by the federal government, and we serve all Native American students and enrolled in the school district.
Now, has it always been in the same location since the 70s?
No, I believe this is our third location.
Okay.
We now have a beautiful permanent home.
Yay, yay. Now,
Yes.
what kind of services do you offer besides the tutoring? And
So, we offer after-school tutoring, we offer cultural classes, we have family nights.
okay,
I think the important thing to understand about the program is it really is focused on, I think as you said in the introduction, preserving culture, but also just providing opportunities for students to be academically successful.
okay,
The feeling of community when you walk into the center, the feeling of support for children and families really says it all about how important it is. And we're fortunate that we have this federal grant because without it, we wouldn't be able to provide these services and support
Right.
for a good number of students in our district.
Now, are there any prerequisites for a student to participate?
They have to be of Native American heritage.
Any kind of percentage, or just 1% at least?
We can't really go by percentage,
Okay.
but you just have to know that you have a lineage, you have
Okay.
to know your tribal affiliation,
Okay,
and preferably if the students are registered members of the tribe, but of course many aren't.
right,
So you have to know like a family member,
okay,
or you have to know your tribal affiliation and a family member that can be affiliate or enrolled in the tribe.
okay,
And the wonderful thing is if there's anybody out in the community who, oh, wow, I didn't know that was available.
Right,
Christine really, as the community liaison, is oftentimes for families kind of the first face of the program and can help them get that information sometimes, because sometimes it's tough to figure out who to contact and how to get
Right.
the information. Even
Yes.
within a family histories are sometimes a little cloudy, even to members of the family.
that's
Yeah,
true.
so Ancestry.com, or there's other websites that you can look into.
Okay,
I just got my kids enrolled in the Cherokee Nation, enrolled members, which I
Nice.
didn't think that was going to happen.
nice.
So they get a certificate, degree of Indian blood,
Okay,
and that can help. And with that card, it opens the doors for many more opportunities if
Okay.
you're a member of a federally recognized tribe, or
Right.
just have that degree of Indian blood.
okay.
So not just our services, but
Right.
really opens opportunities for Native Americans.
Now, how do students find out about your program? Are you guys out in the different schools talking about what you do, or how is this marketed? Because if, some elementary child in, say, Briar doesn't know about this and is part of an Indian tribe, how would they get the information to participate?
We visited all the schools.
Okay, good.
So we have a poster at all the schools, and our information is at each school site. Information about our program and
Okay.
enrollment forms to make it easy for the parents.
Okay.
And they can fill out the form and turn it into the school site, or bring it to me directly, or mail it in.
Okay,
So there's-
easy.
Yes.
But we talk about the center, and I think what we probably haven't communicated is the center is not just a room. It's a very, very special
It is.
community center, and really a historical museum. And they have several events during the year where it's open to the community. Any time that the center is open, anybody could just walk in and feel welcome to get information.
Yes.
But I think the nice thing is if a family needed information, they just go over to the center on the site of
Nice.
Fremont Adult School. And then in addition to academic programs and really focusing on helping students be academically successful, there's big community cultural celebrations also. I don't know if you want to talk a little bit about that.
I think we should. That's a great
Yeah.
segue. So what's coming up this spring?
We'll be having our annual powwow.
Okay.
We do it once a year. This will be our 5th year.
And where do you have it? At the adult school?
We have had it at the adult school. It has grown, so we've pretty much grown out of the area.
That's a good problem.
It is a good problem. That means people are paying attention, and the kids are feeling excited. Our kids now are drumming. Our children are drumming.
Nice.
So they're able to drum during the powwow, which is more exciting because then they have something that they really look forward to,
Right.
a large event that they look forward to,
Yeah.
that they're going to be able to do. So hopefully it will be at the same site we were at last year, and that was Washington High School.
Okay.
So we're hoping it will still be there.
Do you do it inside the stadium?
Outside.
Outside. Okay.
Outside. We were looking to do it inside, but I believe they were booked for something else.
Okay.
So will it be on the front lawn or on the interior courtyard?
The front lawn area.
Oh, that's awesome, just
Yeah.
for passers-by and letting the community
And I believe
know.
that's why we had so many people last
Yeah.
year. It was very well seen. And we did have quite a few people passing by. So it was nice. It has been very, very different for us, hasn't it, Christine? Because it's Christine and I that do the majority of the work and trying to collect the funding, because our funding is basically for the tutoring. So the cultural end, we get creative and try to bring in the money to make the cultural part happen for the students. And this is the largest cultural event for the children. Some of our students, when we get new students, a lot of them have never been to a powwow. So to have their own powwow, they are
Excited.
really excited, and when they go, they're like, wow. And then when they see us dressed in our regalia, they're, wow,
Yeah.
okay, this is real. We've never had that.
Yeah.
You know, most of them are urban. They've never been to a reservation. They
Right.
have no clue. So we're getting them more involved in different things, which
That's
is
great though, because then they take ownership of it.
exactly.
Yeah.
So it's exciting, and yet we're doing it on a zero budget. So it's been a very difficult thing for us, but we keep trying to make it happen for the kids, and hopefully things. Every year we're stressing. Like right now we're stressing because no funding has been coming in. So Christina and I look at each other and tell each other every year. And this year's no different, right?
But you'll pull
But
it off.
the magic, I think, is not only are you able to reach out to the larger Fremont community who may not be familiar with the Native American culture, but you also bring in Native Americans from the larger Bay Area come to this event.
Yes.
It's a big deal.
Yes, we invite everybody from the surrounding, and the children that participate, that we call head staff. I bring in children, and I just use children because it's a children's powwow, and we keep it a children's powwow, so that our children see these other children take ownership.
Right.
And they are very proud, and they come in their regalia, and our children are seeing how proud these little ones, and you're looking at toddlers to teens being dressed up, and the teenagers work on their own clothing,
Nice.
work on their own regalia. So when they're out there dancing and you're talking to them afterwards, our students are speaking to them, they're telling them, well, I made this.
Yeah.
You know, I did this myself. My dad helped me or my mom helped me, but I made it.
Yeah.
I
That's
did
great.
this. So our students are like, wow.
It really is
we
a
can
time.
do this.
Beautiful music, dancing,
But
and then vendors are there, participate also. Is that, was that part, will that be part of it at the Washington
Yes.
High site too?
Yes, we will have vendors there. They will be selling different things, jewelry, T-shirts, hats, food.
okay, before we go any further, when is it?
It will be May
14th.
14th.
May 14th?
Saturday.
May
Okay, so it's
It
just
will
a
be
one-day
Saturday,
event?
a one-day event.
Okay, great. So May 14th, go to Washington High School, the front lawn.
Yes.
This is wonderful. And this is your 5th year, and I'm sure you'll pull it off like you always have, so don't worry about that. But can you tell us more about the museum? Because I've been there, and some of your display pieces are phenomenal. How were you able to collect these pieces? Are you looking for community donations for some things that you're looking for, or how does this all work?
The museum was put together by former program members.
Okay.
All the pieces have been donated,
Nice,
so we're collecting new pieces all the time.
great. So if
Always, people just have stuff and they feel like it needs to be there
yes.
to be shared.
That's awesome. That's really good. Now, some of the cultural programs that you offer for the students, besides the tutoring in the museum, what else do you do to enrich their cultural lives about the Native Americans? How do you do this? Do you take them on field trips? Do you have classes about it? History classes? How does this work?
We hold cultural classes. This year, not too many yet, but we have some stuff
Okay.
in the works for the spring.
Okay.
When the students come, we want them to find their tribe on the map. You know,
Oh,
there's
fun.
over 500 different
I've seen that
federally
map.
recognized tribes in the United States alone. That's not even counting all of North America. So every tribe has its own culture, its own spiritual practices, their own ceremony. So when you say Native Americans, it's not just
very
one
vast.
culture. So in the museum, there's representation. There's like 10 different cultural regions, and within those regions, there's some similarities in the culture.
Okay. So this powwow, is it similar to all the different cultures, or are you just highlighting one tribe, or how does this, what does powwow mean? What is that
The
about?
powwow is, how the powwow started was a gathering of the tribes where they were able to gather together as a social time
Okay.
because they weren't able, our people were not able to practice their spiritual beliefs. So they were able to do it in the powwow setting. So they
Okay.
did it as a gathering,
Okay.
as a social event, but they were actually in some, at one point it was for spiritual purposes. Now it's more, it's just
Coming together.
coming together and having a good time and competing with each other and dancing, and especially our youth are finding that they're enjoying the competition,
Yeah.
the dancing and being able to compete against each other, showing each other that, you know, that I guess that competitive side comes out in everybody. So it's turned into more of that, of a competitive way. For us, it is to show our children that they need to be proud of who they are. Look at everybody that comes together, and our community has been very good to us. Our surrounding community, because they understand that we're teaching our children, because most of our children know very little of their culture. So they're understanding, and they're helping us with our students. I believe, you know, when they come in, that they take our kids, they speak to our kids, they
Want to share everything.
they want to share with the children. So it's exciting to watch, and
Yeah.
it's exciting to see our students be interested and now
bloom.
that the ones that have been here from the beginning are learning to do different things and get more involved.
Nice.
They're more involved. So it is an exciting time to watch our youth.
Well, you mentioned, Ms. Saldivar, that we currently have students who participate in drumming. Who teaches that? How does that happen for students in the community?
Yeah, is that a cultural class?
No, it's not a cultural class. It had started out as a cultural class at one time. It was a former parent, and
Those darn parents.
it-
They just get involved.
Well,
I
it
love
was
that.
a former
Resource.
parent that she drums herself. She's in a woman's group,
Okay.
and she was also a PAC member, one of the board members at one time, and she had we had it as culture, and she saw the need, and the children wanted to do the drumming, and decided, you know what, I can do this. I can volunteer my time and teach children if they really are interested in learning. I can take one day a week and come
That's
and give
great.
my time for the kids. So she volunteers one day a week and comes and teaches the children drumming.
That's nice.
So yeah, so our kids are learning to do the drumming. We had a workshop 2 weeks ago, 2 Saturdays ago, that was drum making. So a lot of the children were there and made their own drums.
Nice.
So, you know, things do fall into place with them. Things are happening for them. We have had different type of classes where the kids have, the girls have made shawls, and we've made ribbon shirts for the young men. So we have done different types of classes
So
for
for
the kids
any
like
parent
that.
out there watching, what does the schedule look like? My kid's been in school all day, and then they go to your center for tutoring or whatever else. Does that last an hour, or how does this all work? I mean, how long is there? Do I sign up for a tutoring class for my child, and then the next child comes in, or how does this all fold out?
So basically, tutoring is held every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday
Okay.
at our program center from 3:30 to 5. So it's
Okay.
just an hour and a half.
Okay.
So it's not a large amount of time, so we have to really stay focused. We ask that the students bring their homework. Don't leave it at home and come to tutoring.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
bring your homework and whatever you need help with. We're in communication with the teachers.
Oh,
So
nice.
the parents bring us progress reports and report cards,
Okay.
and you know, we're in communication with the teachers. So if we're working with the student, we let the teachers know,
Right.
this is one of our students also.
Okay.
One of our native students that is utilizing our tutoring services.
Okay.
So how can we help them?
Okay.
How can we, because, I mean, it's K through 12.
Right.
The students utilizing our services are mostly grade school,
Okay.
not too many secondary.
Okay.
But the secondary students are coming in. Like we have high schoolers that come in that can earn their service learning hours
Oh,
also.
nice.
So like an older sibling
Yes. Yeah.
come in with the younger ones. They might not need help with their homework, but they can gain hours, earn their hours,
Right.
and help anybody.
Okay. And when your cultural classes do come up, is it after tutoring, or is it on Saturdays only, or how does that scheduled out?
This year, mostly we've been doing stuff on Saturdays.
Okay.
But we're going to do it whenever the parents want to bring the kids. So it's probably going to be after tutoring.
Okay.
Or the only time we don't have something going on is Monday. So maybe Monday nights after school. We'll put it out in the newsletter.
Yeah. See how the parents can feel that out.
Yeah.
Right, that's
you
what
know.
we do. Is we put it out there for the families to give their input, and then
That's nice.
we try to accommodate the families is
Yeah.
what we try to do, and make it as easy as possible so we can have everybody involved.
Okay. This is great. Well, again, your powwow is going to be May 14th. What time? All day?
It will be from we have
Approximately.
been going
Approximately.
back and forth on this one. I would say from 11 to 7.
Okay, that's great. And so there's food, there's shopping, there's dancing, and a great cultural
And
experience.
lots of smiles, a warm
Yes.
welcome. Because our Native American Studies program really is about creating a sense of pride in students, helping them be successful, and about sharing community, bringing people together.
Yes.
And it's heartwarming. And May 14th,
Be
at
there.
11 a.m., drive down Fremont Boulevard. You can't miss it.
There you go. Thank you so much for being on the show. We appreciate your
you.
help.
Thank
and
you.
from everyone here from Community Conversations, we appreciate you watching, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.